This is the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
About to bring gold back to Lawrence County.
Your home for the County of Champions.
And how sweet it is! A state gold medal for the Union Scotties!
And the Shannock Lancers are your 2A softball champions. The trophy lifted high.
The 10th seed Union Scotties are WPIAL champions.
Not a Cinderella story, a championship story here.
And your 2023 WPIAL 2A Girls Champions, the Shenango Wildcats.
The pitch from Bruce, here it comes. Look at this! Union wins it! Union Scotties have rallied to win the WPIAL Championship.
The top local athletes and the top sports moments all featured here, live or archived at lcsportsnet.com.
Working down inside, and alley-oop to Young Gun.
She'll strike it. And score!
Featuring over 100 broadcasts of county events in over a dozen sports. Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet.
It is another round of boys basketball action tonight, and we got a good one for you in Section 1 of AAA basketball in the WPIL, live from Mohawk High School. It's high school basketball on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP. Tonight, the 11-6 Mohawk Warriors, 7-0 in Section 1 3A, will host the Ellwood City Wolverines, 10-6 overall, and 5-2, 2 games behind the Warriors in Section 1. Eric Thomas, Tim Continenza with you. Tonight's broadcast at lcsportsnet.com is brought to you by Maley Chiropractic, MVP Insurance, Luxembourg, Garbett, Kelly, and George, Castle Asphalt, the Newcastle Transit Authority, Maduro Bonner Law, Penn Ohio Bottled Water, Gem Builders Incorporated, Health and Motion Physical Therapy, Pontius Insurance, Doran Concrete, The Red Zone, Works in Progress, City Rescue Mission, Something for Your Wall Photography, the Tri-County Principals Association, and the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership. Well, Tim Continenza, this is a big game here tonight. Obviously, Mohawk 7-0. Let's start first with Ellwood City. They're 2 games behind the Warriors for first place in Section 1. Obviously, the section title is a big deal. The bigger picture is the WPIAL tournament coming up in a couple of weeks. These are 2 teams in Ellwood City that have won 5 in a row, and from Mohawk, 8 in a row. Mohawk got the first one. Ellwood City's trying to return the favor here tonight on the Warriors' home floor.
Yeah, you look at Ellwood City, they've, like you mentioned, winners of 5 in a row. They won 7 of their last 8 games. You know, their 2 losses in the section. They came to Neshannock back in December, 62-51, and they lost to Mohawk at home, 77-64. So they're looking for some revenge here tonight to try to steal one on the road here at Mohawk. You know, when you really look at it, they've been great in the conference, or I should say in the section, as they defeated New Brighton, Freedom, Beaver Falls, Riverside, and they got the revenge, as I mentioned earlier, against Neshannock this past week with a 54-47 win at Ellwood City. So you know, they're ready for tonight's game. Obviously, when you talk about Ellwood City, you can't not talk about Joe Roth and what he brings to the table. Averaging just under 25 points per ball game, 14, almost 15 rebounds per ball game, and 6 assists. I mean, he can get you a triple-double at any given time. And he's made 14 threes, shooting almost 70% from the free-throw line. We could go on and on and on about his stats. As you mentioned, he is at number 11 all-time in Lawrence County, scoring with 18:01, and is just a couple points away from moving into the top 10. But when you look at what Ellwood City brings, it's Colton Kreiser. He's a player who's done really well this year. He's averaging close to 10 points per ball game. He's hit 11 threes, shooting over 70% from the free-throw line. And Aaron Lake, he gives him that kind of a big body guy who gets him close to 5 rebounds a game, shooting from the free-throw line just under 70%, and is averaging a little over 8 points per ball game.
On the flip side for Mohawk, they're led by Bobby Fadden. In fact, 35 players are averaging 20 points or better on the boys' side in the WPIL. 2 of them are going to be on display here tonight. Roth, as you mentioned, is in the top 8. Bobby Fadden checks in around 30. depending on what happened last night with some point adjustments and all that, but both top 30 in scoring. That's a lot of scoring in the WPIAL, but these are two of the most prolific in the entire league, and Bobby Fadden is really the guy that makes that engine run for the Mohawk offense.
Yeah, he really does. He's hit 33 threes this year, and he's shooting 78% from the free throw line. I mean, it's really a great job what he has done, and he's a great compliment, to Jay Rona, who has over 1,278 points in his career. He's currently listed at 35th best in Lawrence County. He's had a career high of 33 against Freedom a few years ago. This year, his season high is 27. You know what he can do, but here's another point that I want to make about Jay, and the same thing I want to make about Bobby Fadden. They get to the line, they score. Jay Rona is hitting 86.7% of his free throws, and I mentioned earlier, Bobby Fadden, 78.6. Really phenomenal numbers at the high school level.
It is a packed house here tonight at Mohawk High School. I mean, it is packed. There is going to end up being standing room only on the sides if they even let anybody else in the gym. The parking lot is slammed. Easy ride to get in here, but man, oh man, do we got a good crowd here tonight for a late January Friday night in Bessemer for this showdown in Section 1 of AAA basketball in the WPIAL. We will take a timeout, and when we come back, we'll hear from both head coaches. You're watching boys high school basketball coverage on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
For more than 120 years, people have been relying upon Martindale Hubbell's AV preeminent rating to select their attorneys. If you're involved in a workers' compensation situation, you should do the same. LGKG has been AV rated for over 40 years.
When it comes to shopping for insurance, there are thousands of options out there. MVP Insurance proactively shops and compares your policies to find the best coverage and rate. Josh Mathur and David Verratti want to provide you with a level of personalized service that you know that you are the MVP of their agency. They simplify insurance so you can live stress-free. Visit one of the locations in Xenopleopole or in New Springfield, Ohio. Call MVP for the win, proud sponsor of the MVP of the game on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
Castle Asphalt and Construction is driven to provide quality, cost-efficient pavement-related services to Western Pennsylvania. Every paving or construction service at Castle Asphalt begins with a thorough site inspection of the area to allow their team of professionals to become familiar with the unique conditions of your home or business. Once the site inspection is complete, Castle Asphalt provides you with a detailed plan of the design, cost, materials, and time of completion, so you know exactly what to expect during your construction. Visit castleasphalt.com to request a quote for your next project and make your dream design come to fruition.
Cold winds blowing, temperatures dropping, and snow is beginning to fall. And then your furnace goes out. LCAP's LIHEAP Crisis Program is here to help. If your furnace is blowing cold air, not turning on, or not reaching the desired temperature, help is right around the corner, whether it needs fixed or replaced. For information, call the Department of Healthy Homes at 724-656-0090. LCAP's Healthy Home programs are the key to safer living.
Welcome Welcome back to their pregame show and our opportunity now to talk with Dan Bradley, head coach of Ellwood City. And coach, you're 10-6 overall, but 5-2 in a section. Got a huge game tonight on the road against Mohawk. Just take a moment and talk about where you're at right now and what this game means for the season for Ellwood City.
Okay, well, I think, right now we're coming off of 2 big wins for us, playing Quaker Valley and the Shannock this week. Mohawk's top of the section, very athletic, seasoned team that shoots the ball well, and they just have smart basketball players. Like I said, they're well coached. So we're going to have our hands full tonight, but, where we are, big game for us in the section. Second time going around, they're undefeated. If we want to get a piece of the section title, we got to win and need help. But, we have to take care of what we can, and that's the game tonight.
Let's talk about game tonight. Obviously, you mentioned you had them earlier this season at home. Didn't go your way. Talk about what some of the things you think you need to do tonight to be more successful.
We have to defend better. They got off to a hot start and really lit us up in the first quarter. We were able to cut it, down to 4 and 6 a couple times in the second half, but just couldn't get over the hump. They do a good job of spreading you out when they have control of the game and put you in some bad situations. So we got to keep it close, get on top, and, just battle the full game.
I know all the time we always talk about Joe, but let's talk about a couple other players today, if you don't mind. Colton Kreiser, he's having a heck of a season. Almost 10 points per ball game. Really is becoming kind of that second-look player that you've been looking for, at least you mentioned earlier in the season.
Yeah, he's developed quite well. Defensively, he's very strong. He was averaging over 10 points a game for a while there, got knocked down a little bit, but we're happy with his production and leadership on the floor.
And then also I want to talk about Aaron Lake, another defensive player who does a great job, over almost 5 rebounds per ball game. He's scoring over 8 points a game. Just talk about his game and what it means for the Wolverines.
Yeah, he gives us another viable inside option. When people like to double Joseph, he gets some easy buckets. He's very athletic, runs the floor well. Just need him to keep progressing.
Obviously, you got to talk about Joe a little bit, but you've dealt with him in the past. You know what he can do. Obviously, huge three-point opportunities. Obviously, can work inside. He's a consistent double-double player. When the opposition knows what they're facing, how much do you have to change your game plan, or do you just let Joe be Joe?
We let Joe be Joe. We move him around a little bit, try to see what our doubles are coming from, see how we're going to defend them on a perimeter, inside, we'll post them. But like you said, Joe is Joe. He's a dominant player, and when we need a bucket, he gets it for us. And he's also an unselfish player. He's had a couple of triple-doubles. Assists are way up there for him this year. And, got to be amazed at what he brings to the table.
He's currently, I believe, 11th all-time scoring in the county, and he continues to move up the length. It's going to be fun to watch him the rest of the year, just to see how far he can go.
Yeah, I know he's closing in on 2,000. Just need to keep playing well and something like that, and win in advance in the playoffs, and hopefully he can get there without too much problem.
Coach, your starting 5 tonight?
Typical 5. We're going to go with number 2, Nate Williams, 3, Aaron Lake, 5, Chris Smiley. Who am I missing there? Colton Kreiser at 20 and Joseph 35.
Coach, best of luck against Mohawk.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
That's Dan Bradley. We'll be back right after this. You're listening.
Tired of gasoline costs? Why drive? Let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. Serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County, as well as weekday service to Pittsburgh. Public transportation just makes sense. Why drive when you can relax and ride? For more information or for route schedules, log on to newcastletransit.org. The Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. And remember, senior citizens ride free.
Nominations are now being accepted for the LCAP Team of the Month and the LGKG Male and Female Athlete of the Month. Log on to lcsportsnet.com/awards to nominate your favorite team or athlete today.
Our pregame show, an opportunity to talk to Mohawk's head coach, Mike Golaire. And Coach, obviously you guys are on a great run. You're winners of the last 8 games. Got in section play, and it's just been really a good run.
Yeah, I mean, we 7-0 at this point, getting ready to go around another lap here, second time around with these guys. So you can't get better than where we're at this point, in the section play.
Talk about going into the second round of the season, in a sense, in section play. Obviously, you've seen the team before. They've seen you. Is there many adjustments you make, or is it kind of something that you have to figure out as the game flows?
Both. You try to make some adjustments. You don't try to overcoach it. We were successful there at their place. So obviously they're going to try to make some adjustments too. So we don't want to overcoach it. The second part of your question, you also got to make in-game adjustments too. So, we're not making many changes, to be honest with you. We got a few things we definitely got to key on. Obviously, the name's Joe Roth, and that's a human, so it's not a play. So we got to be able to contain him all night, and then we got to see how they use him, and then maybe in-game have to adjust to how they use him tonight.
A couple players that have done outstanding for you all season long have been both Bobby Fadden and Jay Rona. And just take a moment and talk about what they bring to the court every time they're on.
Yeah, they have, the way we've been playing, the way they've been playing, they bring great energy. But they do so many different things well offensively, and they're two different players. Jay's our point guard. Jay can really shoot it. Bobby can bring the ball up just as well as Jay, and Bobby really can get to the rim. So we kind of have a 1-2 punch with different guys being able to do different things. But again, for us to be successful, we need them to guard. So we need them to play both ends of the floor.
Talk about their ability to shoot from outside. The threes that both of them have, it's a big number, and just going to grow as the season continues.
Yeah, and they put a lot of time into it. And some of it comes from our other guys, too. You have to guard all of our guys. So if, Bobby gets an open three, sometimes it's because, J.J. Nail, Mason Hopper, Keegan Hopper are getting to the rim, and they're able to kick it out to them. So if it was just those two guys, we wouldn't get it. We need all five of our guys to play well.
Talk about the keys for tonight against Ellwood City.
Yeah, well, I said it. He's a 6'5" guy in there that can do just about anything he wants. So that's the key for us, is knowing where he's at, limiting second chances, making it difficult as we can for as long as we can on that guy. But again, he's a very good player. They also got some guys. You know what I mean? It's not just Joe. So the thing that Joe does very well is find the open guy. So those guys play off of him, and just when you think you may stop Joe, then he finds an open guy and the kid knocks a shot down. So we can't just spend 100% of the night defensively, following Joe around and not worrying about the other guys as well. So it's a total team they have, and we got to play exceptionally well defensively to stop them.
You're starting five tonight?
Jay Rona, Bobby Fadden, Mason Hopper, Keegan Hopper, J.J. Nail.
Coach, best of luck.
Thank you.
That's Coach O'Leary, and we'll be back right after this.
In workers' compensation, my clients are oftentimes not receiving their wage loss. They're not receiving their medical expenses. LGKG, they come to us so that we can put them in a position to pay their bills. If we're keeping our promises, our clients are getting the justice they deserve.
Does your blueprint not match the vision of your building project? Not with Creative Edge Architecture. From concept to creation, Jeff Measle will help tackle the complex problems, creating design solutions and construction experience. Creative Edge gives you the edge design and construction meet.
Welcome back to Mohawk High School. It is loud in here tonight as I introduce the starting lineups for both sides. Let's take a look at those starting lineups for Mohawk. Actually, we'll start first with Ellwood City, as they will start Nate Williams, averaging 6.5 points a game, Aaron Lake, Chris Smiley, Colton Kreiser, and Joe Roth, as you heard Dan Bradley mention. For Mohawk, Bobby Fadden, Jay Rona, J.J. Nail, then the Hopper twins, Mason and Keegan Hopper. Two really good starting fives, and a lot of potency on these two offenses. This could be an up-and-down game. Typically, when you see two teams that can score like this, they end up canceling each other out, but the first game was back and forth, and the first game a lot of points in that one.
Yeah, there's just too many scorers to keep down from both schools. I think we're in for really a great matchup between Ellwood City and Mohawk. And tonight's starting lineups were brought to you by Doran Concrete, laying the foundation for your team. So just let anybody lay down the foundation for your home or business. Visit DoranConcrete.com for a free estimate today.
It'll be Joe Roth jumping center for Ellwood City. Ellwood, of course, will be in the royal blue. and the white trim. Mohawk in the home white with the red and black trim. And Bobby Fadden will do the honors for Mohawk. Two of the top leading scorers in the WPIL. We're underway here tonight from Arrakis Mohawk High School as the Warriors control the tap, and it's Jay Rona with it first.
Man-to-man defense.
Out to the wing, and that is Keegan Hopper, 24, Fadden. Good closeout, but he cuts in the lane. Floater by Fadden is good, and Mohawk gets on the board first.
Yeah, nice move by him. Just got into the lane and just laid up a little runner for two.
Kreiser dumps it inside to Roth. They get him going early, and there's the first two for Joe Roth.
Not a surprise. Just work him down low. Use that height advantage.
We talked about it. He is now top 10 all-time in Lawrence County. Next one will firmly put him in that top 10. Congratulations to Joe Roth on that accomplishment. He's still got work to do this season. Pull up by Fadden, in and out, and Roth the rebound. Running the floor, a little no-look down the floor to Kreiser, who lays it in.
Yeah, beautiful pass there by Roth.
Fadden the other way, Nail, skips it across. Hopper, jumper for three is good. That is Mason Hopper with the first three ball of the night.
And those threes going to be raining here tonight for both teams, but really you're going to need them big time here for Mohawk against this inside presence that Joe Roth brings.
Roth goes against double team, no. Rebound tapped around and controlled. Smiley gets it back to Roth. Roth around the defense, tough angle. And that one is going to be out of bounds off of Keegan Hopper and stay with Ellwood City with 6:21 to go in the opening quarter.
Well, we kind of mentioned it earlier. Tonight's keys of the game is brought to you by Work in Progress. Give Joe Wright a call, 714-4294.
Dangerously close to backcourt for Ellwood. Roth another touch, no surprise. Williams, now they give it back to Kreiser. 6:05 to go in the opening frame. It's a 1-point lead for Mohawk. Excellent start to this one here tonight. Section 1 battle in AAA. It's Kreiser, and he is hand-checked by Hopper. And that'll be the first foul of the game and the first foul on Keegan Hopper.
Now going back to the keys of the game, brought to you by Works in Progress. Talked to both coaches, and they both said the same thing. Joe Roth, either containing him or getting him in position to score and to dish the ball. So the game's going to roll around number 3-5 for Ellwood City.
There he is right off the inbound again up top. Roth down the lane, has it stripped. And coming away with it is Fadden. First turnover of the night for either side. Fadden, start, stop, pulls it back. Keegan Hopper thought about the three, drives in the lane, and that one is batted around and out of bounds, but it's back to Ellwood City with 5:39 to go in the quarter.
Big hands there by J.J. Nail, getting that steal against Roth. Unfortunately for the Warriors, unable to convert on the other end.
There is not an empty seat in this gym tonight.
That's beautiful to watch, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Cross the lane pass is intercepted. Second straight Ellwood City turnover. Here comes Mason Hopper. Trying to feed it to Nail. We got 4 straight turnovers for these two teams as Roth tries to end the drought. No, and the rebound Rona. Rona looks ahead, finds Hopper. Whips it into Nail, foul line, back out to Keegan Hopper for 3, no, and Roth cleans it up. There's Roth and trying to feed that one down low, and that's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay on the Wolverines side as we're down to 4:58. Haven't had a point here in almost a minute and a half.
Yeah, a lot of good defense, though. That time that ball was tipped away there by Jay Rona as they're just trying to make you work for every point here. That is probably one of the keys here tonight's game.
Williams backs it out. Roth right near that Mohawk student section. Right up on the floor. Elbow jumper on the way is no good by Lake, and the rebound Nail. Here comes Keegan Hopper. Fadden, little move on the baseline, whips it back out to Hopper.
It's going to be interesting to watch Mohawk to see if they can get some offensive rebounds against that defense and get some extra shots.
Quick hands to Keegan Hopper, and J.J. Nail drives, and they're going to turn it over again. All of a sudden, we got turnover issues on both sides here late in this first. There goes Williams, all kinds of contact, and that goes out of bounds off Williams and back to Mohawk with 4:11 to go in the quarter.
Yeah, letting them play as neither player seemed to have position on it, so just turn the ball over on the out of bounds and give it back to the Warriors here.
4 minutes to go in the first quarter, stuck on 5-4. Fadden trying to break that, splits a double team. It's stripped out of bounds, stays with Mohawk. Jay Rona will inbound. Under 4 to go in the quarter. Rona feeds it inside. Nail, there he is off the window.
Yeah, a little backdoor work. Real nice pass cut there by Nail. Perfect lead pass, gets the easy two.
Token pressure applied by Mohawk with Fadden on Kreiser the whole way up. Williams feeds it down low. It's intercepted again. 5th turnover for Ellwood City here in the last 3 minutes. Rona the other way, draws the contact, and will shoot a pair with 3:34 to play in the first.
Yeah, it's going to be key here for Mohawk. That's something they've been really successful all season long, to get out in the open and draw the foul and get Jay Rona to the line. He's shooting over 86% this season from the free throw line.
Fouls on Chris Smiley, and of course,
I work it every time.
There's a good look at the all-world Jay Rona as he goes 0 for 2 on that trip, and Roth the rebound. Roth with 3:23 to go. Feeds it outside. Three-pointer on the way is no good by Nardone. Rona gets it. Rona inside. Fadden through a double team, and he's fouled. It's either going to be Nardone or Aaron Lake. And it's going to be Aaron Lake guilty of the foul, his first, second on Ellwood City. Don't say anything this time.
Mouth is shut.
Fadden makes the first. 79% on the season. Mohawk is a team shooting just under 73% from the charity stripe. And Fadden connects. He's got 4 of the 9 from Mohawk here in the first, and we come up on 3 minutes to go. Kreiser hands it off to Smiley. Smiley, crossover, pull-up jumper on the way, no. And the rebound to Nail. There goes Nail all the way to the bucket, stops on Nardone, kicks it out. Hopper for 3, and he knocks it down. Second 3 of the quarter for Hopper, 6 early on, and Dan Bradley has seen enough. He calls a 30-second timeout with 2:36 to go in the quarter.
And this timeout is brought to you by Ponch's Insurance. Make sure you take the time out to save money on your insurance. Give agents Dan Ponch's, Jessica Dix, and Tracy Giddings a call today and get started saving on your insurance at Ponch's Insurance.
Seems like after that early back and forth, these two teams kind of stalled out there a little bit, and Mohawk keep going. They're trying to work at the bucket. They're trying to go right at this Ellwood City defense in the paint, it seems like, and then they're also working from the inside out.
Yeah, and I think that's part of the key is to try to get inside, get some easy points when you can, get, underneath the basket and get those. And if you get fouled, the way this team shoots free throws, that's a good strategy. You can score a lot of points from the line when you shoot close to 70% as a team.
I saw that Mohawk student section. They got that whole area filled on the far side as Roth on the baseline spins, and he's fouled, and Joe Roth will go to the line to shoot a pair with 2:23 to play in the quarter.
This is typical Joe Roth. If you've seen him play before, sometimes he's a slow starter, but as the game progresses, he seems to find his rhythm, and sometimes he does it right here at the line, just stroking it.
Makes the first, 70% this season. Foul is on Mason Hopper. That is his first, and the team's second on Mohawk. And Roth, short shortens that one up. Hits the front of the rim, and here comes Fadden. Fadden finds Rona. 2:15 to go, first quarter. 7-point lead for the hosts. Trying to stay perfect in section play in the WPIAL Section 1 AAA. Rona thought about the deep three. Inside, Nail waits. Roth got from behind and pinned that one up, and here he comes the other way. Roth all the way off the window. Beautiful job end-to-end by Roth.
That's what he can do, play defense and turn it into points.
Backdoor
He's going to try
Fadden.
to repeat it.
And there's another block by Roth. Sheds Fadden's defense in the lane. The basket counts and a foul for Joe Roth with 1:45 to go in the quarter.
I tell you what, it was almost a repeat of the play we've seen before, but this time Mohawk tried to prevent him, but it didn't stop Roth at all as he did the runner, got it in, and now at the line looking for the three-point play. It was an 8-point lead here before that last timeout for Mohawk. It's down to 3.
Mason Hopper picked up his second foul, so Dante Retort is in place of him. Ryan Widmer is in for Ellwood City as Roth can't connect on the free throw. And Retort right away the rebound. Keegan Hopper stays in there. Fadden has it. Now Retort. Fadden walks across the foul line, hands it off to Hopper, goes in, floater, hit the side of the backboard. And here comes Roth the other way. Roth to the bucket again, lays it up and in. And now Mike O'Lear has seen enough, and he's got to call a timeout of his own as this lead's cut all the way down to 1 with 1:21 to go in the first quarter.
Another Pontus Insurance. Visit PontusInsurance.com and place a quote for your auto, home, business, and life insurance. Get the best rates and customer service by calling local agents at Pontus Insurance. Yeah, Eric, this is what you expect to see. I think we're going to see a lot of runs from both teams and a lot of timeouts to try to prevent big runs. I think you're going to see both teams really use their allotted timeouts in both halves. Many times in games, we'll see the first half. They'll use them, but not usually all 5. We may see that a little different here tonight.
Joe Roth with 9 of the 11. No surprise there for Ellwood City, but they have just come in bunches here. We got 1:21 to go in the first quarter, and Mohawk that had the 7-point lead, it's down to 1 at 12-11. Rona, Fadden, Nail. Hopper stays out there as well.
Drew Rona's in now.
Yep, Drew Rona, number 2, is in the game. That one is poked away by Kreiser. Here comes Kreiser the other way, and the trailer Nail knocks that one away from him. Up near the sideline, Kreiser picks up his own miss.
What great rim defense we're seeing from both these two schools here tonight.
There is Roth again, hanging in the paint, and he scores yet again.
He's in double figures with 11 in the first quarter.
1-point lead to Ellwood with 38 seconds to go. Hopper, three-pointer straight away, no. Roth the rebound. Hopper trying to hang with him. Roth in the lane just throws one up. A lot of contact, no call. Here comes Fadden the other way with 22 seconds left. Fadden, little stutter step in the paint, off the window and in for Bobby Fadden.
Fadden with 6, looking for 7 at the line. Trying to increase the 1-point lead here for the Warriors.
That is on Will Nardone, his first. And the third on Ellwood City. As Hopper will take a seat, Retort is back out there. It's Retort, Rona, Nail, and Fadden. Ellwood City will sub in here in a minute as Fadden makes the free throw attempt. Chucky Schweinberg is in the game. He is wearing number 11 tonight for Ellwood City. Roth with 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Retort comes out to meet him, down to 8, down to 6, down to 5, down to 4. Roth, fade away, no, rebound Retort, and he secures it. And that is how the first quarter is going to end. My goodness. Let's catch our breath. Come back second quarter after this. What a start here from Mohawk High School tonight. You're watching boys high school basketball coverage on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
Don't get left out to dry. Call the Penn Ohio Bottled Water Company for the fastest and most efficient bottled water delivery service in the area. Penn Ohio offers bottled water ranging from 16.9-ounce bottles to 5-gallon jugs, perfect for your next event or office water cooler system. Also, don't forget to ask about their custom labeling options. Visit PennOhioBottledWater.com for more information and to get a quote on their delivery services. Whether it's at home, in the office, or on the sidelines, Penn Ohio has you covered.
In workers' compensation, my clients are oftentimes not receiving their wage loss. They're not receiving their medical expenses. LGKG, they come to us so that we can put them in a position to pay their bills. If we're keeping our promises, our clients are getting the justice they deserve.
Fast start to this one here tonight, 15-13 Mohawk as we head to the second quarter, and what a start for Joe Roth, 11 of the 13 for Ellwood City. Saw a little bit of everything in that first quarter. We saw Mohawk and Ellwood City get out and run early, then we saw a little bit of a defensive stalemate and turnovers, and then all of a sudden the offense heated back up there late.
Yeah, it really came after a couple different timeouts from both schools. There, with Mohawk leading 12-4, Ellwood City took that timeout. And then that's when they actually came alive after that. It was actually the Joe Roth show as he ended up scoring 9 of his 11 points on that run as they trailed his ball game by 2.
See, Ellwood City's got a good student section here as well, as it'll be Wolverines ball. Kreiser to inbound it. Goes into the backcourt to Roth to start things here in the second frame. Same 5 on the floor for Mohawk that ended the first, as Roth is hand-checked on the drive. And that foul will be on Dante Retort, his first, and that'll be the first on Mohawk here in the second quarter. Lob inside to Roth. Roth, little fadeaway, gets it to go. Fad the other way to start things here for Mohawk. Rona has been quiet. Drew Rona. Minutes off the bench. Drives. Drew can't get it to go, and there's another rebound for Roth. Roth, they find Kreiser. Open 3 on the way. Got it! Holden Kreiser has made only 11 of them this season. That's a big one. Gives Ellwood City a 3-point lead.
They left him alone. He just measured it up and put it in.
Kreiser on defense on the other end forces the turnover. There's a good find underneath. As Whitmire is able to drain that one. And it's a 5-point lead for Ellwood City.
Now you got to give Ellwood City credit. It's been in transition. They've been scoring a lot of their points here tonight. That has really been the difference here.
Rona, who does not have a point yet, kicks it out, tried to find Fadden. Now Drew keeps it alive. Dante Retort now back to Fadden. 6:28 to go in the half. Fadden had that partially tipped, and there's a foul. And that foul is going to be on Whitmire, and that's going to be 3 shots upcoming for Bobby Fadden.
Yeah, he got part of the arm on that. He thought he had ball, which he got some of it, but then he got most of the arm on it, and that is what caused the foul. The 3-point shot, or 3 shots coming up here for Fadden.
Fadden's first one is good. Mike O'Leary is going to go back to Keegan Hopper, who sits at the scorer's table right now. Fadden drains the second. Retort and Drew Rona are on the bench as Justin Boston comes in for the first time tonight for Mohawk, number 15. Fadden, 6 for 6 at the line here in the first half.
Yeah, it's one of the big part of their game is getting to the line and cashing in, and so far they've been very successful with it.
10 points for Fadden here in the first half. Boston the steal. Boston trying to outrun the defense, and he is fouled. The foul's going to go against Nate Williams. Second foul on Ellwood here in the second quarter, so Boston steps to the line, 50% on the season. 5-point lead for Ellwood City has evaporated.
Yeah, so far the biggest leads we've seen was 8 for the Warriors and 5 for the Wolverines here. Right now, Boston will try to tie this game up again.
They will. (20-20) with 6:07 to go in the half. Roth, a big first half for Ellwood City. No surprise there. Trying to get the offense going again. Pull up three-pointer in the way. Is there anything he cannot do on the floor?
He is a special player. When he's not in the pool, he's on a basketball court.
Hopper, three-pointer straight away, responds.
Oh, answer right back for his third of the game.
23 apiece. And so far, as advertised here tonight, between these two Section 1 rivals, Ellwood City and Mohawk. Roth open for three. Does he have another one? No. Rona skies in there for the rebound. Looks down the floor, finds Fadden, outruns everybody, lays it up. The basket counts, and a foul for Bobby Fadden. And the lead right back to Mohawk with 5:17 to go in the first half. It's on Widmer, his second, and that is the third on Ellwood City in the second quarter.
And with this extra shot, this could be the third three-style play we've seen.
Fadden gets that to rattle in. He stays perfect at the line tonight. 7 of 7 here in the first half for Bobby Fadden. You got to think about every single point in this game mattering the way this is going right now. Roth inside, good find and a good strip by Jay Rona. It's going to stay on the Ellwood City side with 4:58 to go in the first half.
Yeah, those quick hands are going to be a big part of the defense for both these two schools, especially inside the paint.
Lob inside Roth. It was poked from behind by Nail. It's going to go out of bounds, stay again with Ellwood City.
You got to like how they're contesting every pass into Roth, even from the behind or from the side, whatever it takes. Just try to alter it a little bit, maybe to take a little edge away from Joe Roth.
Kreiser. And we're going to travel on Kreiser. That'll turn it back over.
They got underneath, they just lifted up this. When he turned away, he lifted up his pivot foot, and that will cause the travel every time.
So Fadden will bring it across half court. 3-point lead from Mohawk. Rona kicks it out. Boston hands it off Fadden. Foul line jumper on the way for Fadden, and it's good.
Bobby Fadden with 15.
Now two of the top scorers in the WPIAL, 2 of the 35 averaging 20+ a game, and they're putting on a clinic here tonight in the first half. Another Ellwood City turnover. Fadden had it in and out of his hands.
Yeah, beautiful long pass there by the quarterback, and Jay Rona just off the fingertips of Fadden.
Well, you don't see that often between those two, do you?
No, you don't. That's a connection that's been going on for a long time here in Bessemer.
Roth with 4:05 to go. Nice little pick and roll, in and out, and back in does it fall for Aaron Lake, his first bucket of the night. Fadden hands it off to Boston. Hopper back out to Fadden. Deep three over Roth. No, rebound goes to Kreiser. Kreiser racing down the floor, little Euro step off the window. They're going to call him for the charge. And the first foul tonight on Colton Kreiser, and the 4th team foul on Ellwood City with 3:39 to go in the half.
And that charge is brought to you by Madera Bonner Law. Change in possession. Make sure to protect your possessions by going online to MaderaBonnerLaw.com, your community law firm with personal connection in individualized service.
3.5 to go. Fadden through the lane. Fadden off the window and in again.
I think between Fadden and Roth, they're both trying to get to their game average here in the first half.
Kreiser by Fadden. Floater. Kreiser, no. Tipped out of there. Roth had hands on it. Kreiser gets it back. Can't connect. Roth, no. He's in there trying to battle for it. His teammate Lake gets it. They kick it out. Here comes Williams. Dishes it off far side. Three-pointer way short by Smiley. And here comes Rona. Down the floor to Nail. Outruns everybody and lays it in.
The quarterback delivers again. Another long pass down court. This time, J.J. Nail. And the reception and the 2 points.
Mohawk was down 7 at one point in the quarter. Now they're up 7. 2:52 to go in the first half. This has been some first half here tonight.
It's been just a lot of fun to watch. When you see these two schools work like this, you know they're going to make an adjustment on each and every play. And they're going to need, right now, if you're Ellwood City, you need a little defense. Right now, they're getting beat down the field or down the court, and that's really what's been laying to the easy points here for the Warriors. Really, none of them are easy. They're all working hard to get them, but it just shows you how every opportunity matters between these two schools here tonight.
There you get a sample of what the crowd's like here tonight. It is jammed here tonight. What an atmosphere to watch high school basketball.
It is. For a 3A school to see every seat taken, this is what high school basketball is all about.
Now we got the WPIAL tournament coming up too. That begins in February. Second full week of February. That'll be coming your way shortly, and that'll be packed gyms all over the place. For that one, these two teams figure to be in the mix as far as 3A boys go. Of course, Mohawk angling for one of those top seeds. They're undefeated in Section 1 right now. And they are soaring, winning 8 straight, as Ellwood City, winners of 5 straight, trying to put an end to that tonight. Will Nardone into the game again for Ellwood City.
See what Coach Bradley comes up with. Maybe a set play here coming out of that timeout.
Now Williams trying to take on everybody. They're going to wave that basket off.
Yeah, he was fouled on the floor before that shot.
They call it jump ball.
Oh,
wow. They call it jump ball or they call it travel?
I'm not sure.
They call it jump ball. So the arrow's going to favor Mohawk that time. 2:39 to go in the first half. Mohawk in front by 7. Peaks and valleys here early tonight. Fadden off balance, no. Rebound, Widmer, excuse me. Races down the other way. Williams open 3, fires, no. Rebound, got his own. Tried to dish it off and turned it over. Here comes Hopper and Mohawk.
Right now they're giving Joe Roth a break. See what the Warriors can do to try to take advantage of that.
They're going right at the bucket. There's another turnover as Fadden comes away with that one. Contact and a charge called on Bobby Fadden.
And that change of possession is brought to you again by ModernaBonnerLaw.com. With a local firm with deep ties in the community, visit ModernaBonnerLaw.com to see how they can serve you today.
Second team foul on Mohawk and the first on Fadden. And Ellwood City will throw it away again. 11th turnover for the Wolverines here in the first half.
Just to remind everybody, the LGKG halftime show is coming up here in just a few minutes. Your insurance company's not always on your side, but the law offices of Luxembourg, Garbett, Kelly, and George are. Visit them online at lgkg.com for a free consultation.
Boston backs out of there, gets it out to Nail. They hand it off to Hopper. Hopper. Crossover, kicks it out. Boston head fake. Boston's tied up in the corner. Finds Hopper again with 1:43 to go. Hopper knifes across the lane. Too many steps. What do we got? Nope, we got a foul on Ellwood City. That foul is going to be on Will Nardone. That's his second, and that is now the 5th on Ellwood City here in the second quarter as Hopper steps to the free throw line, 69% on the season.
This is going to be crucial here for the Warriors to take advantage of it. 2 shots every time out for the next minute 39.
And Dan Bradley's going to waste no time, and he is going to get Joe Roth back in the game. And Nate Williams will take a seat.
You know, we talked to Coach O'Leary before the game, and he says, you got to remember, there's always a run, and then there's always Joe's Roth response to it.
Hopper makes both. 11-point margin for Mohawk, their biggest of the night. Roth the other way, wasting no time, left it off the front of the rim, and Hopper the rebound. Up ahead, Nail. Roth blocks that one. That's his 4th block of the night. Roth the other way, running into everybody, banging in the lane, and Roth lays it in.
Ross with 18.
He is like a man possessed when he gets that ball in the open floor. I mean, he just runs so hard to the bucket. And I have no idea, A, if you really want to stand in his way, or B, how you stop it. Foul's going to be on Aaron Lake. That'll send Hopper back to the line for 2.
That's his 2nd. And this is where the free throw shooting of the Warriors may come in a big part of tonight's game.
Boy, Hopper and Fadden tonight have not missed at the line.
Hopper in double digits now.
Got them both.
Oh, he has 9, excuse me.
Kreiser hands it off to Williams, poked away. Rona gonna run it all the way to the bucket, lay it up and in. First points of the night for Jay Rona. Off the 12th Ellwood City turnover, under a minute to go in the half. There goes Roth all the way, and he is fouled. And that is going to be on Keegan Hopper, and that will be his 2nd.
Foul on Keegan Hopper, his 2nd. In for Mohawk, number 3, Dante Retort.
Dante Retort is back in for Mohawk for the next 36 seconds. So you got both Hoppers with 2 fouls. Retort and Fadden each have one. The only one, rather, there are 3 for Ellwood City, as Roth can't connect that time. Boston the rebound. You got Widmer, Lake, and Nardone with 2 for Ellwood City. Mohawk can hang on to it for the final shot of the half if they choose. Up by 13. Largest lead of the night for the Warriors. Rona finds Nail, down to 9. Fadden in the lane around Roth, and he lays it in again.
19 here tonight in the first half for
Kreiser
Fadden.
off the top of the backboard and no good, and that is how the first half comes to an end. Game of runs here in the first half. 2 high-scoring teams, 2 high-scoring players in Roth and Fadden putting on a show here tonight, but it's Mohawk with the 42-27 lead at the half. We'll come back with the LGKG halftime show. After this, you're watching boys high school basketball coverage on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
When injuries get you sidelined, don't trust just anyone to get you back on the field. Visit Health in Motion Physical Therapy in Shenango Township. They want to get you back to the top of your game as quickly as possible with certified orthopedic and manual therapies. At Health in Motion, you receive quality one-on-one time with a board-certified physical therapist. Get the next generation of physical therapy to help in your recovery. Health in Motion is the first PT clinic in Western Pennsylvania to use the Nuvie, the neurobioelectric stimulator, in their therapies. Their technologies can reduce your time on the sideline from 3 or 4 weeks to just 3 or 4 days. Don't wait for months to see improvement. Notice a difference after your first visit to Health in Motion, keeping you moving.
Does your blueprint not match the vision of your building project? Not with Creative Edge Architecture. From concept to creation, Jeff Measle will help tackle the complex problems, creating design solutions and construction experience. Creative Edge gives you the edge design and construction meet.
I'm Kevin Sapp. I'm president of the Mohawk Education Association. We are one of the sponsors for the Lawrence County SportsNet. We would like to take a moment to wish all of Lawrence County student athletes health and safety as they compete. In particular, we would like to wish luck to all of Mohawk student athletes as they represent our school with pride.
Nominations are now being accepted for the LCAP Team of the Month and the LGKG Male and Female Athlete of the Month. Log on to lcsportsnet.com/awards to nominate your favorite team or athlete today. When it comes to protecting those you love, the businesses you've built, or the things you've earned, you need someone you can trust. Who better to protect your interests than a local insurance agent? Pontius Insurance is a team of local agents helping local residents in Lawrence County and surrounding areas, specializing in auto, home, business, and life insurance. Come see Dan Pontius, Jessica Dix, and Tracy Giddings, and the rest of the team at Pontius Insurance, and receive the personalized service you deserve.
Works in Progress Painting wishes a successful and satisfying season to all the Lawrence County sports teams and athletes. Work hard and bring honor to your team, school, and family in how you play. Joe Wright and his family have been providing painting, window cleaning, and other property services for business and homeowners in the Lawrence County area for over 10 years. Their goal on every project is to provide a meaningful service that honors their customer, God, and their family, and to have fun while doing it. Works in Progress is now booking interior painting projects for both residential and commercial projects. Call Joe today at 724-714-4294 to discuss your next project.
When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in the Shannock for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods to custom apparel to embroidery and more, the Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
Looking for a unique way to expand your business? Advertise on the Lawrence County SportsNet and be seen by thousands of viewers in the area and around the country on over 100 broadcasts each year. Visit lcsportsnet.com and click Advertise with LCSN.
Right now, someone very special needs your help. This is Jack Lynn, CEO of City Rescue Mission. No one is beyond God's love and care. One person's life can affect another. Though you may never meet this person, you can make a difference in his or her life. Hurting men and women in our community desperately need food, shelter, and physical and spiritual care. Some are struggling with abuse and addiction. They feel alone, unloved, and forgotten. Individual, caring people provide their hope. You can help change the lives of men, women, and children. Visit cityrescuemission.org and help us today.
When it comes to shopping for insurance, there are thousands of options out there. MVP Insurance proactively shops and compares your policies to find the best coverage and rate. Josh Mathur and David Verratti want to provide you with a level of personalized service that you know that you are the MVP of their agency. They simplify insurance so you can live stress-free. Visit one of the locations in Xenopal or in New Springfield, Ohio. Call MVP for the win, proud sponsor of the MVP of the game on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
I think the key to any attorney-client relationship is trust. My father told me a long time ago, the definition of personal integrity is really simple. Do what you say you're going to do. At LGKG, we've been doing that for over 80 years.
When you're looking for quality concrete services, contact the experienced professionals at Doran Concrete. Our company is family, locally owned and operated, and has been serving the community for over 30 years. Get residential or commercial concrete services for any size job. Our skilled professionals offer prompt and reliable services at an affordable price. We believe in the principles of honesty, integrity, and reliability. Get in touch with us for exceptional concrete services at prices that you can afford.
Tired of gasoline costs? Why drive? Let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. Serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County, as well as weekday service to Pittsburgh. Public transportation just makes sense. Why drive when you can relax and ride? For more information or for route schedules, log on to newcastletransit.org. The Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. And remember, senior citizens ride free.
At Medore Bonner Law, we're more than just attorneys. We're your community partners. With a combined experience that spans decades, attorneys Jason Medore, Michael Bonner, and Greg Rossitelli are your trusted advisors for all legal matters. From personal injury to estate planning, business law to family disputes, we are here to guide you through every step of the legal process. Our full-service, community-based approach ensures that you're not just a client, but a valued member of our family. Give us a call or visit us online at MedoreBonnerLaw.com for more information.
I love what I do because coming in every day is different.
How can you not enjoy these kids coming up and hugging you and giving you these great smiles all throughout the day? You guys ready?
Seeing the progress that our kids make every single day is one of the reasons I love coming to school.
What should we do? We have fun.
LCAP Early Learning Centers is hiring. Help empower young minds in Lawrence County and become a superhero today. Apply at lcap.org.
GEM building contractors and developers have a proven record of performance on any size project. They bring value, local craftsmanship, expert management to meet any challenge. From design construction, from inspection to budget estimation, GEM Builder has been building our community for 70 years.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game. Castle Asphalt and Construction is driven to provide quality, cost-efficient pavement-related services to Western Pennsylvania. Every paving or construction service at Castle Asphalt begins with a thorough site inspection of the area to allow their team of professionals to become familiar with the unique conditions of your home or business. Once the site inspection is complete, Castle Asphalt provides you with a detailed plan of the design, cost, materials, and time of completion, so you know exactly what to expect during your construction. Visit castleasphalt.com to request a quote for your next project and make your dream design come to fruition.
Contractors, the Department of Healthy Homes needs you. From small to large residential projects, you can help families live safer and healthier with the quality work you do. It's rewarding in more ways than one. Call LCAP's Department of Healthy Homes today.
For more than 120 years, people have relied on Martindale-Hubbell's preeminent rating to select their attorneys. If you've been involved in an automobile accident, you should do the same. At LGKG, we have been preeminently rated for over 40 years.
Just like going to the doctor, our homes need a checkup too. If your home is not properly weatherized, you could be at risk for symptoms that cause unhealthy ailments and higher utility bills. The Weatherization Assistance Program is the key to reducing utility costs and increasing comfort in your home. Services include an in-home energy audit to inspect your furnace and hot water tank, check for air sealing around windows and doors, and ensure adequate insulation and ventilation. Learn more at lcap.org or call the Department of Healthy Homes to get your checkup today.
Back here at Mohawk High School at halftime, it is a 42-27 lead for the Warriors, and Tim's got our first half scoring recap for us.
The first half scoring recap brought to you by Master Builders and Craftsmen, family owned and operated general contractors for 4 generations. Their experienced construction experience, design capabilities, and creative processes allows us to help any project meet any challenges. First, for Ellwood City, they're led by Joseph Roth with 18. Aaron Lake had 2. Colton Kaiser with 5. And Ryan Widmer had 2. They scored 13 in the first quarter and 14 in the second to have their 27 points here at halftime. For Mohawk, Bobby Fadden leads the way with all scores at 19 points. Jay Rona with 2. J.J. Nail with 4, Mason Hopper with 6, Keegan Hopper with 9, Justin Boston with 2 for tonight's scoring. They scored 15 in the first and a whopping 27 points in the second quarter to lead at halftime, 42-27.
Yeah, excellent first half from these two sides. We were saying during the timeout there, during the break, that, and this is not a critical comment made of Dan Bradley. He's got to give Joe Roth a breath when he can, but that stretch where he was on the bench and Mohawk taking it right at the bucket and right at this Elwood City defense. Obviously, when he's not there to be the rim protector,
right? I was just going to say
everything's open.
Yeah, it just changes the whole thing. And they were able to get the line during that time period too. And anytime they were in bonus free throws, that was a huge point. And just to remind everybody, bonus free throws are brought to you by Castle Asphalt, providing commercial resident asphalt paving and commercial site work and commercial line striping. Visit them online at castleasphalt.com for more information and request a free estimate today.
Got a minor issue with the game clock as they now flip it. They had 10 minutes on there, and now they get it corrected as Elwood City will start the second half with possession. That is poked out of bounds on the near side by Mason Hopper, so it'll stay with Elwood City. The starting five for each side is on the floor right now, so it's Williams, Lake, Smiley, Kreiser, and Roth for Elwood City. The Hoppers, Nail, Rona, and Fadden for Mohawk. As Roth trying to get on the board here to start. Got it right back, goes through everybody, and is fouled. And we'll go to the line to shoot two as we're 18 seconds into this third quarter.
On our other channel here for LCSportsNet.com, powered by LCAP, give you a out-of-town scoreboard update. Your Newcastle Transit Authority going your way update. It is Union 30, Carleton 20 with 3:20 to play in the second.
Roth makes the first, 19 points to tie Fadden for the game lead right now. Big free throws here for Elwood City. They got to get that offense cranked back up here in the second half as it's starting to trend away from them.
That defense is going to be a key here as they had that big deficit at halftime.
Nail inside, back out to Hopper, and as Keegan Hopper goes through everybody. Nifty move to get by both Roth and Williams, and Roth comes away with a rebound. Roth the other way, goes all the way, and a one-handed dunk, and he does it over Mason Hopper.
That was poster material there.
Fadden tied up, feeds Nail. Nail trying to respond, goes head fake over Roth, and he scores.
Needless to say, that could definitely be a nomination tonight for a play of the game, or Maley Chiropractic play of the game.
Roth looking for more, and he's tied up. And that is going to be on Mason Hopper, and that's going to be his third. Second on Mohawk here in the third quarter.
Yeah, we're going to have to keep an eye on that foul trouble here for the Hoppers.
And Michael Lair is going to go back to the bench right away. Justin Boston will come in as Roth hits the first.
15, Justin Boston in for Mohawk.
.23 for Roth, and you might as well make it 24. 44-33 Mohawk, lead down to 11. There's Fadden, hands it off to Boston. Boston not much of a scoring threat as Rona deep three, and Jay gets his first three of the night. 38th on the season, puts it back up to a 14-point margin. Roth hop step in the lane. Nice move by Roth. Scores again.
At his season average, over 25 points a game.
Gets the rebound off the Fadden miss. Looks down the floor. Kreiser, nice job by Rona to poke it away. Hopper kicks it out. Fadden open three on the way. No rebound. Roth battling for it underneath, and there's going to be a foul on Elwood City with 5:59 to go in the third.
Well, if you were wondering what Joseph Ross' season high this year, that number is 34. So keep an eye out of that for the rest of the way as he has 26 here tonight. And there's still just a tick under 6 minutes here to play in the third quarter.
Rona to inbound, finds Boston in the corner. Three-pointer for Justin Boston is good. 50-35 Mohawk, their biggest lead of the night at 15. Actually, the second biggest of the night at 15. Kreiser tied up, hits the floor. No traveling call. They take it away from him anyway. And then a foul going to come on Widmer, his third. Ellwood City all kinds of out of sorts right now. They got to calm down. As this defense for Mohawk continues here, and you've seen a little frustration on both sides, on either side, depending on what's going on. A couple Mohawk players think Roth should have been called for some fouls. As Fadden drives in and he challenges Roth and gets his first bucket of the second half.
Yeah, nice play going to the right side there for Fadden.
And then Fadden's going to pick up his second foul on the other end.
He got him. He got in between two players, but he got his feet tangled up.
That's going to be the second on Fadden, but the third on Mohawk here in the third.
Yeah, they're going to have to pay attention to that bonus situation here. A lot of time left in this quarter. First to 5 will get you into the bonus.
5:13 to go in the third. Roth finds Smiley. Smiley again inside. They try to go, and Rona knocks it out of bounds. Eight points in the quarter for Roth. And his team trailing big time right now, and he is trying to get his offense on track as he fades away. No, the rebound Boston.
Throughout the night, I'm going to say the Warriors have been playing man on man, taking advantage of it.
Pull up three by Rona, in and out. Roth, and he and Hopper collide.
Deep three there by Jay Rona, definitely makeable for him. Behind the arc, it was a straight-on shot, just wasn't there. But as I was mentioning here,
Joey Nail is going to come into the game for Mohawk because Keegan Hopper just picked up his third foul. So you got both Hoppers with 3 apiece. And Joey Nail for the first time tonight is into the game for the Warriors.
That's going to be interesting to see how long they can keep each Hopper on the bench.
Now can Ellwood capitalize? Can they make a run? With some of the big guns out there. J.J. Nail with the rejection. Back the other way, traveled.
Yeah, he just got caught up in steps trying to make a pass and grab the ball just a step too soon before he can make that jump stop.
8th turnover for Mohawk tonight. Gonna put it in Joe Roth's hands across half court. Backing down everybody, and that foul is going to be before the shot.
Look at that one on Rona.
That's his first. However, that is the 5th now on Mohawk. So going to be 2 shots the rest of the quarter now for Ellwood City, and they have 4:14 to go. This is the 3rd trip to the free throw line in the quarter for Roth. Makes another one. And gets that one to rim in.
Roth down with 28, and those bonus free throws brought to you by Castle Asphalt. They have been in the paving construction business for over 15 years.
Fadden with 4:05 to go in the third. Hands it off to Boston. Boston, Joey Nail. Now both Nails, Fadden, Rona, and Boston. As Jay finds JJ underneath, got his own miss. Roth, he goes around Roth and puts it in.
JJ now with 6.
Off the inbound, Joey Nail that time. Fadden gonna dish it off. Well, he had an open look that time and opted to pass it up. Gets it right back. Fadden down the block, off the window and in. Dan Bradley has caught a timeout with 3:28 to go. It's going to be a full.
It's been double trouble here for Ellwood City from the Warriors as they've had to deal with the Hoppers all night. But now it's the Nails coming in making big plays. And, of course, you've got Ronas both coming in making plays here tonight. So it has been a family affair here tonight for Mohawk as they have used their double team from families to make an impact here tonight.
Mohawk has outscored Roth in the third quarter 14-10. Roth, the only player that has scored for Ellwood City in the third. Fadden now has 23 for Mohawk.
Mohawk, I mean, Roth has had his way. Obviously, possibly head to a season high tonight. We'll wait and see if he can get past that 34 mark. But needless to say, they're letting Roth do all the work. Maybe, he's not going to get tired out. We know what type of fit he's in. But the bottom line is there's no one else contributing here for Ellwood City. And they're just shutting everybody else down. And in the process, the Warriors have built this big lead. 19 points.
Roth quickly down the floor, 3:25 to go in the quarter. Waits, goes around everybody. Reverse layup is good. And the foul for Roth.
Well, there's 30.
That foul is on J.J. Nail, his second. The thing about it, though, is, Tim, if you're Mohawk, you can live with him doing this if your lead's going to stay what it
12,
is.
15 points, even 20 points right now,
If nobody else, if nobody else is going to step up and help him out, and it's all going to just run through him, Mohawk will live with that.
Exactly.
Roth is perfect at the line here in the third. It's a 16-point lead. He has worked his tail off in this third quarter, and his team is still down 16. They desperately need others to help out as J.J. Nail gets pinned up. Roth to steal. Here goes Roth the other way. Checked by Joey Nail. Off balance, and he gets that to go.
33. He is fun to watch.
He is ridiculous. I mean, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
What he's doing tonight. Little Euro by Fadden, and he is fouled.
He'll get two shots, yeah. But yeah, it is. It's video game type play, and it's amazing to watch. But the thing is, you know what type of fit that he is. He really is not going to need many rests, and I don't think we'll see him come out of the game the rest of the way because they can't afford it.
Fadden makes another as the Hoppers will come back in for Mohawk. Boston doing yeoman's work tonight, and Joey Nail, good minutes by the talented junior. Fadden's second is good. Fadden remains perfect from the line tonight.
25 points here for Bobby Fadden.
Roth hands it off to Kreiser. 2:40 to go in the third. Inside Roth, backing down against Hopper, and Roth traveled. 15th turnover for Ellwood City with 2:35 to go in the quarter.
Just if you're wondering, Joey Roth has career high is 42, so we'll keep that watch on. Career high for Fadden is 34.
Both of those are in jeopardy here tonight. Especially Roth. They're going to need him to keep scoring as Kreiser is going to pick up the foul, his second. And that'll be the fourth on Ellwood City. So the next one, Mohawk will shoot two. Yeah, and you can ask Mike O'Leary after this game if this holds. Well, Roth is going to get his points. I mean, we can live with that. We just can't live with everybody else firing with him.
Exactly.
Going to get the rebound that time off the Fadden miss, and here he comes the other way.
I mean, the double-double's going to happen.
Goes right through everybody and scores again. He is the only guy still that has scored for Ellwood City in this quarter, and he is just pouring it in to keep his team alive here. Mason Hopper backs out. Roth comes out to guard him. 1:45 to go in the third. Now they've got the floor spread, does Mohawk.
Yeah, might as well take some air out of the clock. You got the lead. Anytime you have the ball, Joe Roth does it.
Roth reaching in. They get it inside of J.J. Nail. The foul, the basket drops for J.J. Nail.
J.J. now with 8. He'll go to the line looking to add another with 1:29 here to play in the third.
Foul is on Nate Williams, his second, and now Mohawk will shoot the rest of the way here in the third as Joey Nail and Justin Boston come back in. Michael Lair doing offense for defense with the hoppers and his rotation as Nail makes the free throw. He's got 7 in the quarter, 11 for the night. 61-44. Roth poked away, Rona the steal. Jay the other way. Dishes it off. Fadden goes through everybody. Floater no. Rebound controlled by Smiley. Up ahead it goes to Nardone. Races, Widmer, and he races everybody to the bucket and wins. Boston off the inbound.
First points that not scored by Joe Roth.
That is correct as Joey Nail has it. Kreiser harassing him. 58 seconds to go in the quarter. Now you see Ellwood City. Boy, Ellwood City really playing that possession there like it's the end of the game. And they needed the turnover. 56 seconds to go in the third.
Well, that's not a bad idea because anytime you can get that arrow to move, and eventually, you know, every other time it's going to be in your favor. I didn't see who they call that foul on there.
No, they have yet to put it on the board as Nail misses the front end. Yeah, I didn't catch who that was on either. I don't know that there was any indication just yet. They've wiped the foul off the board entirely now. They have not put a new player up. Nail makes the second. That foul, by the way, still don't know who it was on.
I think they may, I'm not sure.
Smiley, a wild shot, Boston the rebound. Oh, Boston avoided the turnover there. Under a minute to go, down to 40 seconds. Roth on the bench now for, no, rather he's still on the floor for Ellwood. Rona, Nail, Joey Nail that time. 24 seconds to go. Jay finds JJ Nail. Now it's Fadden, and now it's Boston with 17 seconds to go. Fadden backs it out. Smiley meets him out near midcourt. Fadden a little keep away. Boston with 10 seconds. Little lob pass to Fadden. Open three on the way. No, and Roth the rebound. Roth up ahead, finds Widmer. Adjusts his shot and scores. And that is how the third quarter comes to a close. Mohawk stays in control, 62-48, but a big night for Joe Roth trying to keep his team alive. We'll come back with the fourth quarter after this. You're watching boys high school basketball coverage on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
When it comes to shopping for insurance, there are thousands of options out there. MVP Insurance proactively shops and compares your policies to find the best coverage and rate. Josh Mathur and David Verratti want to provide you with a level of personalized service that you know that you are the MVP of their agency. They simplify insurance so you can live stress-free. Visit one of the locations in Xenia Opal or in New Springfield, Ohio. Call MVP for the win, proud sponsor of the MVP of the game on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
For more than 120 years, people have relied on Martindale Hubbell's preeminent rating to select their attorneys. If you've been involved in an automobile accident, you should do the same. At LGKG, we have been preeminently rated for over 40 years.
Start of the fourth quarter here at Mohawk High School. It's been all Warriors tonight as they lead it 62-48. And a big night for Joe Roth for Ellwood City. 35 for him so far. Bobby Fadden has 25 for Mohawk, but the story has been the fact that Roth, the only player besides Ryan Widmer that scored in the third quarter for Ellwood City, and they gained no ground in that. In fact, they lost ground in that third quarter. Hopper drives. That pass tipped by Roth. Roth down the floor. Widmer lays it up and in. He has 8. And you get the sense that Roth is basically going to have to will this team if they're going to win it. He's going to have to basically put him on his back and will him them to a win.
Yeah, it's just they're going to need defense, though. That's the thing. They're going to need possessions. They can't have Mohawk continue to score trading baskets because they'll never cut into this lead. 12-point lead here for Mohawk, and they're looking. They don't mind taking some time off this clock. That's force them to come out and try to foul you.
That foul is going to be on Chucky Schweinsberg.
Real quick, here's an out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Newcastle Transit Authority. Going your way. Union leads Carleton 43-24 at the half.
Inside, Fadden off the window. No, it's pinballed around. Keegan Hopper had it, but he saves it.
This could be a big possession here to try to just get it down to 10.
There goes, diving to the bucket, Smiley.
Yeah, Smiley's been quiet here tonight. That's his fourth.
Chris Smiley goes to the line.
That's going to be a storyline here as we get down, if they can make these free throws, you get them in scoring or foul trouble.
And scoring points with the clock stopped, too. It's down to 11 as Hopper will take a seat and Joey Nail is back in. Second one for Smiley is good. 10-point lead from Mohawk. And again, another big possession here for Ellwood City defensively as they kick it out to Nail. J.J. Nail has it. J.J. Nail drives. J.J. Nail gets it swatted out of there by Roth. Here comes Roth, has his pocket picked by Joey Nail. Rona comes back the other way. Rona dishes it off. J.J. off the window, no. Fadden and Nail fight for it. Schweinsberg and Nail also fight for it. And we're going to get a tie-up. And Ellwood City's going to get the arrow.
I'll see if Ellwood City can cut this down to 8 here, maybe 7 on this possession.
Roth kicks it out. Three-pointer on the way. Schweinsberg knocks it down. His first field goal of the night. And a huge one to cut this down to 7 with 6 minutes to go.
They once had a 19-point lead.
Rona pull up three, deep, no. Almost got the Karam, and Roth gets it in his hands off the Williams rebound. Roth kicks it out again. Can they repeat it? No. Williams, loose ball. Hopper has it. Hopper tied up by Schweinsberg. We got elbows flying all over the place. And Joey Nail quickly steps in there to separate Hopper. And he and Williams continue to give each other a glance.
Oh, God. They got a charge called on Hopper. Oh, they're going to say he threw it a high elbow.
Good job, too, by Williams to run after Hopper when the play was over and shake his hand. Good sign of sportsmanship.
That is Mason's fourth. So both Hoppers down with 4 fouls. 5:39 here to play, Eric.
He'll take a seat as Boston back in. Valuable minutes tonight for Boston. Lob into Roth. Has it knocked out of his hands. Hits the floor again. Williams controls it. Lob inside Roth. Catches and turns and is fouled. Boy, he has hit the deck so many times tonight. That foul's on Joey Nail. That's going to be the third on Mohawk. I mean, Roth is he is scoring, but he is also putting it all out there tonight. Smiley back inside to Williams. Williams, he hits the deck. We get another foul. That's going to be on J.J. Nail, and that's now the 4th.
And that's his 3rd foul.
So next foul, Ellwood City shoots the rest of the way. We still got 5.5 to go, 5:26 to go. Roth off the inbound. Roth turns, fades, too strong off the glass. Loose ball, Smiley picks it up. No. We got another foul. And this one looks like it's going to be on Ellwood City. It is. No, I beg your pardon. That's on Boston.
It's on Boston, yeah.
That is now the 5th foul, so Ellwood City is shooting 2 the remainder of the game with 5:19 to go.
What a turn of events we've seen here in the fourth quarter.
Second one, no. Loose ball, controlled by J.J. Nail. 6-point lead.
How long can Coach O'Leary leave the Hoppers off the floor?
Fadden, no, but Nail is there to put it back.
Huge bucket there by J.J. Nail. Just playing off the right side of the hoop. No one was there. He picked it up and put it right back in to increase the lead to 64-56.
Mike O'Leary calls his last 30 of the game with the 8-point lead, and there's been no bigger bucket than that right there to stop that Ellwood City rally. But the bigger story, though, is that Ellwood City now shooting the rest of the way, and we still got over 5 minutes to go.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a tale of really 2 different games here in the first half and the second half. It's amazing. Really just the fourth quarter when you get down to it, because they were trailing 62-48 after 3, and it's now 64-56. So those were the first 2 points of the game in the fourth quarter here for Mohawk by J.J. Nail.
Roth with 35. He is scoreless so far in the fourth. Been more of a facilitator in this fourth quarter.
Heck, Kreiser with 5. Whitmire with 6. Schweinsberg with 3. Smiley with 3. More involved, only 2 scored in the first half.
Ellwood City the ball now with under 5 to go. And we get an offensive foul on Ellwood City. Foul is going to be on Whitmire. That's his 4th. Second on Ellwood City as Kreiser is going to come back in. Kreiser, Smiley, Williams, Roth, and Schweinsberg, and that's loose, and Roth picks it up and he'll lay it up and in. Back down to 6 with 4:46 to go in this one as Joey Nail brings it the other way for Mohawk. Rona underneath to Joey Nail, they bring it out. J.J. Nail trying to find Rona, good defense by Kreiser. And they are really hounding this Mohawk offense right now as Ellwood City is Fadden. Guarded by Smiley, 4:20 to go.
They're going to try to double team him.
And get a foul on Schweinsberg. His second, 3rd on Ellwood City. Mike O'Leary is going to go back to Mason Hopper with 4:14 to play. And Justin Boston will sit down. Fadden. Schweinsberg goes back into the backcourt to meet him. Fadden dips around him, hands it off Hopper, guarded by Roth. Hopper hands it off to Rona. Rona slips by everybody. Jay with a little Euro step and he lays it in.
Jay Rona doing what he can, just gliding the ball.
Roth the other way, hits the deck hard again. And we're going to get an intentional foul called on Mohawk. This will be 2 shots and the ball. That is on Bobby Fadden, his 3rd.
They say he got him from behind and dragged him down.
So Roth will shoot 2, and Ellwood City a chance with possession and 3:48 to go. And you can just see in that shot there that Roth is exhausted. I mean, he's hit the floor almost as many times as he scored here tonight.
Yeah, he was diving into a pool the way he's been on the floor.
Everywhere. Hits the first. 38 for Joey Roth tonight.
4 away from his career high of 42.
Second one hits the front of the rim.
7-point game.
He had made 8 straight until that last one. But his team is going to have possession with 3:48 to go. And a chance to cut this thing to as low as 4. And we're going to get a jump ball call.
Wow.
Boy, that's an interesting call because it looked like from where we were here, I believe that was Hopper trying to make the defensive play. He was trying to throw it off the foot of the Ellwood City player. A tough angle. They were right up on the Ellwood City bench, so we couldn't clearly see it from where we are. We're behind the Mohawk bench, but up in the stands. And we have the rail next to us, so it's a tough angle for us to see, but it looked like he tried to throw it off the foot of the player, and they called jump ball. 3:20 to go. Hopper. Nail. Back to Hopper again. Hopper around everybody. Hopper shook free for a minute. Now nobody to give it up to. And a timeout called by Mike O'Lear. It's a full timeout. Only has Fools left with 3:10 to go and his team up by 7.
This timeout is brought to you by Ponchos Insurance. Get the best rates and customer service by calling local agents at Ponchos Insurance. And just to remind everybody, coming up after the game, we'll have both the Maley Chiropractic play of the game and the MVP Insurance MVP of the game. So you want to stay tuned for that. And it has been a whale of a fourth quarter here, and we'll see exactly what transpires here with the 66-59 lead here for Mohawk. Mohawk has led basically most of this game, if not all this game, and they right now just looking to take some of that clock out of this game and continue to score just enough to keep the ball away from this offense that's led by Joe Roth, who has scored 38 here tonight. Coach Bradley having discussion with Joe right now, talking about, I think, some defensive moves and trying to get inside and try to play some of that rim protector that he can do at his size, 6'5".
Inbound goes, a little off the inbound. Fadden was catch and shoot, and he couldn't connect. And once again, Ellwood's got a chance here to get this closer. Roth off the window, it rattles around and falls. 5-point lead for Mohawk with 2:51 to go.
Roth with 40.
Packed house, great game. And this feels like it is March basketball here tonight at Mohawk High School. This has been fantastic. Hopper waits, kicks it out. Rona hands it back to Hopper with 2.5 to go. Mohawk getting some time off the clock here. Schweinsberg, and he reaches around for the foul. They could have got him earlier in that possession. That's his third. 4th on Ellwood City. Aaron Lake is back in for the Wolverines. Boy, back-to-back nights we've seen 2 really good games involving Ellwood City. Last night, the Neshannock girls in Ellwood City. That was
what an upset. What a great game that was.
Yeah, what a heck of an effort by Dana Noble's Lady Wolverines. And here tonight, the boys trying to rally, and we're going to get a timeout called by Mike O'Lear again. That's going to be another 60 with 2:17 to go.
This timeout is brought to you by Ponchos Insurance. Visit Ponchos Insurance online at ponchosinsurance.com and request a quote for your auto, home, business, or life insurance. And just remind everybody that we have the Team of the Month awards coming out for January. You can make your nominations at Lawrence County SportsNet. Just go to awards and click on the awards and then make your nomination for Team of the Month and Player of the Month here for the Lawrence County SportsNet. And I also want to remind everybody that our podcast is brought to you by Penn Ohio Bottled Water. Call Penn Ohio Bottled Water for your delivery of a 3 or 5 gallon water cooler system to get a case of bottled water delivered to your home or work. That once again is Penn, Ohio bottled water. And we definitely are in bonus free throw times, and bonus free throws will be brought to you, of course, by Castle Asphalt. Castle Asphalt and Construction knows the importance of making a good first impression. No matter how elegant your home or office may be, matching it with a poor road service can make your friends and family and potential clients regret making the trip. Get a free estimate at castleasphalt.com.
Mohawk ball, 2:17 out of the timeout. Rona gets it inbound to Mason Hopper. It's Mason Hopper, the Nails, Fadden, Rona. Hopper, wraparound to Joey Nail. Hangs, no, and Roth the rebound.
2 minutes to play.
Roth lost the ball. Jay Rona comes up with it. Rona racing the other way, turns around. Roth comes out to meet him. He's got Nail all alone under the bucket. Goes around everybody and lays it in. Joey Nail, his first points of the night. 7-point lead. Roth the other way. Roth steps through. Wild shot, no. Put back by Lake, no. Roth slow to get up. Down the floor. Fadden the other way. Fadden, contact. The basket counts. And a foul for Bobby Fadden.
What a outlet pass by Jay Rona. On the right side, he finds his wide out Fadden. He takes it to the hole. He hangs up high off the glass, puts it in, picks up the foul, and will now look for point number 28 at the line.
9-point lead for Mohawk with 95 seconds to go. Fadden in and out, the rebound Roth. Roth waits, pull up three on the way. Got it for Joe Roth.
That's a new career high of 43 for Joe Roth.
Dan Bradley calls a timeout. He calls his final 30 of the game. He's got 2 timeouts left. Mohawk has 1. Actually, I beg your pardon. Each has 1 left. 6-point lead. What do you do here if you're, obviously Ellwood City can play the defensive possession, but they can't let too much time go.
Both teams are in the bonus from this point on, so you're really just going to pick your poison. Which one you think you can get, who has the ball, you think has the least opportunity of making 2, and then have a chance to get the board and then come back down court. Both teams are in the bonus, so it's going to be interesting to find out what teams and who they choose to foul if they seem it necessary. And with just a slim 2-possession ball game, it's only 6 points in this lead here for Mohawk.
Inbound goes to Joey Nail with 1:23 to go. Hopper flips it up ahead to Fadden. Fadden is fouled by Aaron Lake. That's Aaron Lake's 4th, and that'll be the 5th on Ellwood City. So now Mohawk shoots the remaining 79 seconds. 79 seconds left here. Fadden, that one hits the front of the rim. And he has suddenly missed 2 in a row. This is not over yet. There is an eternity right now for Ellwood City.
It's a huge 1 point. You can make it a 3-possession game with this free throw here if you're Bobby Fadden.
Big one at the line. Mohawk, nobody on the blocks. Fadden got it.
They're going to need a quick 2 here.
That one's tipped, kept alive by Lake. Lake gets it in the hands.
I think they're going to get
Nardone, but they get Hopper.
No, they're going to get Hopper. That's 5 on him. That is going to, Mason Hopper will have to sit the remaining 1:11 here in the 4th quarter.
Let's see who Mike O'Lear goes with.
Or if we put Keegan in.
Yep, and he will. He's got 4 fouls as well. Mason Hopper fouls out with 6 points tonight. Dan Bradley's going to come back with Nate Williams as well. Nardone can't hit the front end.
gone scoreless tonight. Looking for his first point if he can split this pair.
And he missed both.
And we're going to get a lot of free throws, I think, the rest of the way out here, Eric. 1:09. We'll get 2 here for J.J. Nail.
J.J. Nail at the line for Mohawk.
This has been fun tonight, and all of a sudden now Mohawk can't hit free throws.
Yeah. That's a 3 in a row, 4 in a row. 4 miss in a row, I think.
Still just a 7-point game with 69 seconds left, so still plenty of time, especially when you have Roth. That's a big one right there for Nail.
Joey Nail with 15 here tonight.
They don't have to go for 3. They will. Kreiser, no, and the rebound, Nail. Nail will come the other way and shoot 2 more.
Well,
they got the right guy on the line, did Ellwood City, because Nail into tonight was only 52% from the line. So
yeah, no, that's exactly it. I mean, this is the scenario you want to be in defensively. You don't want the ball in Fadden or Rona's hand this time of the game.
Nail hits the first.
But Nail, that's 16 for tonight.
Yeah, he's had a fantastic game. He's got to battle Joey Roth the entire game in the paint. Mohawk does not really have a big. He is Fadden, jumps center, and Nail pretty much is the guy in the paint. They really don't have a post guy. Roth pulls up for 3 and banks it in. And Dan Bradley calls a quick timeout, cuts the lead back down to 7. It's a full timeout. And there is 1 left for Ellwood City. None left for Ellwood City, I beg your pardon.
Well, we're seeing a scoring clinic here tonight, put on by 2 of the best scorers in Lawrence County, as Joseph Roth now with 46. That's a career high. Bobby Fadden with 28 here tonight. And there's still just under a minute here to play, but you're going to see both teams, I think, going back to the line quite a bit, as that's going to have to be part of Ellwood City's strategy here to extend this game, especially trailing by 7.
There's that Mohawk student section, which has been fantastic tonight. Again, this entire gym packed to the rafters. We'll give you the schedule for next week, too, in our post-game show tonight. Don't necessarily have everything finalized, but we got a good slate for you next week as well, especially on Friday night. The way things are shaping up. 52.7 to go here. It's a 7-point lead for Mohawk as they hold on to that, and Ellwood City trying to cling for it. They cherry pick with Fadden. He lays it up and in.
Fadden with 30.
Roth the other way. Again, now they probably got to think about threes, but Roth banks it in.
48.
Jackson Kerr is into the game for foul purposes, and he does just that.
And Jay Rona will go to the line shooting 2.
Rona 83%. Missed his only 2 tonight, but 83% coming into play tonight. Got the first. Mr. Mohawk at the line with a chance to really put this thing away. There have been some great ones that have played athletics here at this school. I'm not sure any of them have been better than the young man that was just at the line for this Warriors team. As Williams fires the 3, no. Roth picks the rebound out of the sky, is fouled, the basket counts, and he'll go to the line to shoot 1.
And there he is. He's at the 50 mark. The half-century mark has been broken, And he'll look to extend his all-time high here at the line with 29.7 seconds. And Keegan Hopper just fouled out of the game, and Justin Boston will come in replacing him.
The Hoppers did not score in the second half, and both have fouled out. And Roth looking to add to his total and cut this down to 6, 2-possession game. Last night, great shooting night for the Ellwood City girls. Tonight they come right back, the boys do, and they're trying to hang in there in a big, big spot. So last night you had Ayanna Wade, who set the WPIAL girls single game scoring record with 65 points for Clareton, as Fadden makes the first. They won last night 81-32 over Steel Valley. That surpasses the record of Maud Searcy of Wilkinsburg, but the record overall is still held by Larry Hardesty of Mohawk in 1959 with 71. Here tonight you got Roth with 50.
51 actually.
Yep, and that fade away from the baseline is good for Schweisenberg. And a quick foul on the far side will send Fadden the other way. This is a 6-point game with 12 seconds left, and these free throws can end it.
Well, and these are good. Add to a personal best here for Bobby Fadden. His career high is 34. He's currently at 32, so he can tie it if he can make both of these.
First one for Fadden is good. Second one is good, and that makes it an 8-point lead. Roth pulls up for 3, in and out. Rebound, Joey Nail. They continue to fight. Nail travels with 4.9 to go. So Ellwood City with a valiant effort here tonight to fight their way back in this game. Gets one more crack here. Trying to get a final shot off Kreiser, and he's fouled by Rona.
For 0.6 seconds.
That'll be 3 fouls. 3 foul shots.
Yeah, it's just a matter of what the final score will be here, but the Mohawk Warriors are going to continue their undefeated run here in Section 3 and 3A. They are 7-0. They'll move to 8-0 with the win here tonight. It's just a matter again here to find out what the final score will be here. His first shot was good.
$82-75. And Kreiser makes all 3 with 0.6 to go.
Well, got to give it up to Joey Roth. Even in defeat, he sets a school record here tonight with 51 points. Prior to tonight, the school record for Ellwood City was 48.
Unreal performance tonight from Joey Roth and one from Bobby Fadden as Mohawk wins it tonight 82-77 in a thriller. This was a game in which Mohawk had at one point pushing a 20-point lead, and Ellwood City kept fighting and fighting, and at one point Roth, the only guy who scored in the second half, but too much firepower for Mohawk tonight. They extend their winning streak to 9. They are 12-6 overall and 8-0, and they got a stranglehold on the Section 1 lead in AAA of the WPIAL as they go to 8-0 in the section. We'll add up the final numbers, give you our final scoring recap, and hand out some awards coming your way next in the postgame show. You watched the Classic tonight. Stick around for the post-game show after this. This has been Boys High School Basketball on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
For more than 120 years, people have relied on Martindale-Hubbell's preeminent rating to select their attorneys. If you've been involved in an automobile accident, you should do the same. At LGKG, we have been preeminently rated for over 40 years.
Looking for a unique way to expand your business? Advertise on the Lawrence County SportsNet and be seen by thousands of viewers in the area and around the country on over 100 broadcasts each year. Visit lcsportsnet.com and click Advertise with LCSN.
At Medore Bonner Law, we're more than just attorneys. We're your community partners. With a combined experience that spans decades, attorneys Jason Medore, Michael Bonner, and Greg Rossitelli are your trusted advisors for all legal matters. From personal injury to estate planning, business law to family disputes, we are here to guide you through every step of the legal process. Our full-service, community-based approach ensures that you're not just a client, but a valued member of our family. Give us a call or visit us online at MedoreBonnerLaw.com for more information.
When injuries get you sidelined, don't trust just anyone to get you back on the field. Visit Health in Motion Physical Therapy in Shenango Township. They want to get you back to the top of your game as quickly as possible with certified orthopedic and manual therapies. At Health in Motion, you receive quality one-on-one time with a board-certified physical therapist. Get the next generation of physical therapy to help in your recovery. Health in Motion is the first PT clinic in Western Pennsylvania to use the Newbie, the neurobioelectric stimulator, in their therapies. Their technologies can reduce your time on the sideline from 3 or 4 weeks to just 3 or 4 days. Don't wait for months to see improvement. Notice a difference after your first visit to Health in Motion, keeping you moving.
And welcome back here to Mohawk as we are just witnessed one of the most spectacular games you're going to see in 3A this year in the Whipple as Ellwood City falls on the road to Mohawk 82-77. And this had a lot of storylines, to say the least.
Yeah, it sure did. First and foremost, Joey Roth, 52 points here tonight for
51.
Ellwood City. And new career high for him. And I don't know what you say. I mean, that guy,
Yeah.
and he had a double-double easily, and he had probably about 8 blocks tonight as well.
He may have had a triple-triple. He may have had a triple-double. Excuse me.
He may have yet again, because he certainly did have a double-double as far as rebounds go. He is an unbelievable player, and that was just an absolute thrill to watch them tonight. Ellwood City falls to 10-7 overall, 5-3 in the section. And let's recap the scoring numbers for you. Joey Roth, 52 here tonight. 52 or 51?
51 is what I had,
51 here tonight for Roth. Kreiser had 8. Widmer had 8. 5 for Chucky Schweinsberg, and then 3 for Chris Smiley, 2 for Aaron Lake, and that's it. And then at one point, Roth was the only player on the floor in the second half for Ellwood City who had scored a point, and that was with like 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. So they finally got their offense kind of back going, but with nobody else helping him out in the third, the hole was just too big for them to come back from.
They scored 21 points in the third quarter. I think the first 15 were all on his shoulders. It was an amazing run that he had. And this scoring recap post-game is brought to you by Creative Edge, where the design and construction come together with experience from concept to creation. They combine their extensive construction experience with creative design to make your project a reality. Fully licensed and insured architects and construction management services. Give them a call at 724-652-1372 for more information. That is Creative Edge.
For Mohawk, tonight. Bobby Fadden, 34 points to lead the Warriors, 17 for J.J. Nail, 9 apiece for Jay Rona and Keegan Hopper, 6 points for Mason Hopper. The Hoppers both fouled out of this game here tonight. Joey Nail finished with 2 points, and if we didn't mention it, Rona had 9 for them. We saw on the floor tonight Dante Retort and also Drew Rona. Both of them played, and neither one of them scored.
That is Ellwood City's all-time score.
All right, so that is a new school record for Ellwood City. The old school record was Theron Kalo, who had 48. He actually had the top 2, and then Roth was third on the list with 42 earlier this season. Roth has surpassed that now with his performance here tonight. 51 points, a new school record for Ellwood City in a losing effort, 82-77. Let's give out some awards here tonight. We'll start first with the Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game Award. Maley Chiropractic is proud to present the Play of the Game Award to Bobby Fadden of Mohawk. That was the big three-point play in the fourth quarter that seemingly ended the threat for Ellwood City. And at that point, you really didn't know. There was still plenty of time left. There was, you could go
Both teams
offense
were
for
in foul
defense,
trouble,
foul trouble. Everybody shooting. Fadden got the big three-point play, and that really was able to keep Mohawk separated from Ellwood City down the stretch. So we're going to give it to Bobby Fadden tonight. Maley Chiropractic and the Lawrence County SportsNet are proud to honor Bobby for tonight's Play of the Game. He'll receive a customized T-shirt courtesy of the Red Zone in recognition of tonight's Play of the Game. Video of tonight's Play of the Game may also be featured on the Trib Live High School Sports Network's standout platform on X and Instagram. To view tonight's Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game and the full list of this season's top plays, go online to lcsportsnet.com and click on Play of the Game. Congratulations to Bobby Fadden for tonight's Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game. Let Maley Chiropractic keep you in the game. The MVP Insurance MVP of the Game Award. And look, it's not all about points. So, yeah, Roth had a monster game here tonight, and a hat tip to him for what he did, setting the school record for points. The guy that had to battle him tonight, though, in the paint and came up with some big buckets for Mohawk was J.J. Nail, and he's going to be our MVP Insurance MVP of the Game Award. MVP Insurance is proud to present the MVP of the Game Award to J.J. Nail of Mohawk. MVP Insurance and the Lawrence County SportsNet are proud to honor J.J. as tonight's MVP of the game. J.J. is going to receive a customized T-shirt courtesy of the Red Zone in recognition of being named tonight's MVP of the game. To view a full list of this year's game MVPs, go online to lcsportsnet.com and click on MVP of the game. Congratulations to J.J. Nail, the 6-foot senior guard from Mohawk, for being named tonight's MVP of the game. MVP Insurance, call MVP for the win. The win tonight was Mohawk, and it was a thriller here tonight at a packed, loud, and raucous gym here tonight at Mohawk High School. 82-77 as they extend their win streak to 9 in a row, and they go to 8-0 in Section 1 AAA of the WPIAL and up their record to 11-6 overall. Mohawk is back in action on Tuesday night. They go to Beaver Falls for another section matchup. That is going to be on the road. That is going to be an interesting test for this Mohawk team against Beaver Falls on Tuesday night on the road. You got to hope they can stay sharp if you're a Warriors fan. For Ellwood City, they're back in action on Tuesday night as well. They snapped their 5-game winning streak tonight. The last 2 losses bookended were Mohawk. They lost the first meeting to them, and then they lost here tonight by a count of 82-77. They take on Freedom on Tuesday night, and they are back at it in section play as well. Let's let you know what we got coming up next week. We got a pretty good week coming up for you the rest of the way, as basketball season is going to come to a close on February 9th, the regular season anyway, and then it's into the WPIAL tournament, so we'll have coverage for you of the area teams as far as that goes, all the way through the Pete. If any of them make it, obviously there's a chance that Union could get back there. Maybe this Mohawk team, you never know if they can stay hot down the stretch. But Thursday night, we're looking potentially at the Ellwood Mohawk girls matchup. That would be right back here at Mohawk High School, tentatively scheduled, we believe, for a 6 o'clock tip. Not sure about the JV situation there, so just stay tuned to lcsportsnet.com for the final information on that. And then you can watch that via the website or the YouTube channel or on Facebook as well. And then Friday night, 7:30 at Newcastle. It'll be a boys matchup with Central Catholic taking on Newcastle. That'll be a fun one in 6A. After that, we got some bocce for you, and then girls basketball the rest of the way on Monday the 5th and also on Thursday the 8th, and then we close out with 2 boys games on the 9th, Neshannock and Mohawk. That'll be a great matchup to close the regular season, and Seneca Valley will take on Newcastle on February 9th. Just stay tuned for all the final details on lcsportsnet.com. We'll bring all that to you coming up here in the next week, but you can book that for Thursday and Friday of next week, those 2 matchups, and that boys game next Friday will be a good one with Newcastle and Central Catholic. Mohawk wins it tonight 82-77. A great game here tonight at Mohawk High School. Big thanks to all the people that showed up tonight, because that made this atmosphere certainly one to remember, and that's certainly a great game. Hopefully this is the second of maybe 3 meetings between these two. Would love to see them tangle somewhere down the line in the WPIAL playoffs, assuming they can both get favorable matchups and can meet somewhere down the line. I'd like to see round 3.
Oh, let's hope there's a round 3. It really is. It would be a something great to watch, because these 2 teams match each other so well, and just the athletes on the floor. It's such a pleasure to see, Joe Roth do what he can, Bobby Fadden, what Jay Rono brings to the table, and then you see the others that contributed, like J.J. Nail, Mason, and Keegan Hopper, and then I don't want to forget what Justin Boston did off the bench for them too. He played a big role here tonight, getting some rebounds and chipping in with 5 points here tonight. It was a team effort. There's no question about it.
Yeah, big minutes from a guy, especially that really isn't counted upon to score, but he played some major minutes.
And Justin Boston did, it was just phenomenal.
Yeah, he really was, and gave them 5 good points. They needed it. This was a back-and-forth game for a while, and a good job by Mike O'Leary to manage his bench the way he did tonight and get what he could out of Dante Retort and Justin Boston. That's going to do it for us here tonight. For everybody working behind the scenes to get us on the air and keep us on the air, for my partner Tim Continenza, big thanks to the staff here at Mohawk. Big thanks to the 2 teams that were on the floor tonight, because that was awesome to watch. And we hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Final score for the final time. Mohawk wins it tonight 82-77. There's 8-0 in Section 1. They win for the 9th consecutive time. We will talk to you next week. We hope you have a great weekend. Take care and bye-bye.
Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.